Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. We are back today for another palettes from the past video. I had so much fun doing this the last time, so I thought we would do this again with a different palette out of my collection that's a little bit older and that I haven't really been showing the love that it deserves. Today we're going to do a look with the Kaleidos Escape Pod. This is an absolutely stunning color story. So many fun, bright colors in this one, and I absolutely lusted after this palette for the longest time. Had to have it. And then since having it, I've only used it really a handful of times, which I feel pretty bad about. I was inspired to pull this palette back out when I ran across a post from an incredibly talented artist. The handle is Alexa JD Makeup, and I will link the specific video that I'm talking about in the description box below. Definitely go and check out the video because Alexa creates such an intricate and beautiful look, which I'm sort of going to follow but also kind of adapt because she ends up doing some graphic work with a black liner to create some stars. I absolutely love how that looked, but I am not that talented. So we are just gonna do my sort of simplified version inspired by Alexa's look today, and I am so excited to play with some color on the eyes. Just looking at this palette makes me feel happier because of all of these bright neons and gorgeous duochrome shimmers. So let's zoom in and we're gonna get started. So in the video, Alexa starts with the kind of periwinkle in this palette. It's a periwinkle, but it's still very bright. This is the shade called Exoplanet, and that goes in the inner corner and the inner part of the crease. So I am just gonna do the exact same thing. Got some of that shade on my brush and tapped off the excess, and I'm just going to start packing this sort of in a half moon shape around the inner part of my eye. And Alexa takes this all the way up and kind of around the crease as well. So I am going to follow that general shape. I don't know about you all, but one of my absolute favorite things is when I run across a creator that I really love and I love their eye looks, creating an amazing look. I go and look in the description and find that they're using an old palette. Especially if it's a palette that I have in my collection, that just fills me with so much excitement because so much of what we see on our social media platforms, as you all know, is the new, and it is so refreshing to see someone pulling out a palette that they already have. And Alexa's in particular, her Escape Pod palette is used and abused. There's pan in probably half the shades, if not more, in Alexa's palette, and I really wish that mine looked like that. It would feel like such an accomplishment to know that I had done so many fun, colorful, bright looks that it actually hit pan in this palette. I am nowhere close to pan in this palette in any of the shades, but that's okay, we're using it now. I am feeling like this color is looking slightly darker on me than it did on her skin tone. So my look might end up a touch smokier, but that's okay. And my eye shape is different, so everything is just going super round on me at the moment, which again is fine. I think this is going to be a real trust the process look. Okay, the next step that Alexa does is taking the hot pink in this palette called Flamingo and kind of meeting up with the blue on the outer half of the eye. Ooh, that shade is so pigmented and bright. Wow. And she kind of blends it in with the blue and wings out the shape a little bit with this shade as well. I think I may end up going in with a clean brush around the edges to help this blend out a little bit better. But for now, I'm just kind of getting the colors down and the general placement how I want it. It's been a while since I played with brights, first of all, but like pinks and blues together. She actually takes the hot pink up underneath the outer corner of the lower lash line and connects it up. And I think that kind of will help my eye look a little bit less round as well. Sort of help wing all of that out. Okay, this is not shown in the video, but I think I'm gonna take a clean blending brush and I might just dip into a little bit of the beige tone shade called Lo-Fi in this palette and kind of go around the edges with that just to help diffuse a little bit more. I want this look to be fun and colorful, but I don't want it to look quite this harsh. Just give it a little bit more of that kind of like effortless vibe. I always think that looks really cool. Alexa JD Makeup is really good at this too, when like a really colorful, intricate look ends up looking really effortless. So that's what we're gonna try to achieve here. These shades are just so pigmented that it's almost difficult to get them to pack less of a punch, to have more of that like watercolor effect. Okay, I might go back in and try to refine some of that a little bit later, but first let's do the fun part, which is some shimmers. So in the center lid, we're gonna put Space Oasis, which is this really gorgeous duochrome blue to purple shade. So pretty and perfectly ties together the periwinkle with the hot pink. Stunning. This particular shimmer is also like a little bit sheer. It works really well for a halo eye because you don't have to do a ton of blending to get the shimmer to blend into the mattes. I'm actually not going to be like too precious with the placement of this either. Like I'm just taking it all the way from the inner corner to the outer corner because that also helps to kind of diffuse things. I do see just one little area out here that seems to have lost the hot pink. I don't know why this happens on this eye sometimes. On my brow bone, it like won't accept pigment sometimes. It's so strange. And now for my favorite part of the look and what really made me want to do this look in the first place, she then goes in with the green and puts that on the lower lash line and on the brow bone, which I just think is so cool. So she dips into this lighter green shimmer shade called Galactic Gala. I'm going to use a flat brush for this, and I think I'm actually going to spray the brush as well, just because I have a feeling this will not go on as opaque as I want if I don't spray it. And we're going right into the inner corner on the bottom with this shade and pulling it over into the middle. Oh, this is so cool. I'm actually going to take it a little bit up into the tear duct on the top as well, just to kind of reflect some of that really dark blue there. Such a cool color combination that I would honestly probably never think of on my own. To put the green on the bottom, I just love it. And I love the way the colors layer over each other, like the green over the blue also looks super pretty and cool. Okay, my camera cut out, so I did a couple things off camera, but don't worry, I saved the most fun parts for you. I did some mascara on the top and bottom, and I also did some lashes on the outer corners. So just for something for the lashes to sit on, I did a little bit of a black shadow wing just along the outer part of my lid. And I feel like this look is looking really cool and fun. This is the part, of course, where Alexa goes and does her super artistic thing with the drawing of the stars. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it here, but I will add the final detail of the green brow bone highlight, which I just think is genius. So going back into Galactic Gala again, the same green that's on the lower lash line, I'm going to highlight my brow bone. It's been a really long time since I've done a colorful brow bone highlight, so this is so fun. I absolutely love the way that this ties the brow bone with the inner corner. I'm gonna try to build it up a little bit just so it really comes across. Might even use, yeah, my finger just to press in a bit more of that pigment and then use the brush to kind of spread it out. I love it. If you have a chance to play with some colorful makeup, I recommend putting a colorful shimmer on your brow bone because it just makes any look feel that little bit more like editorial. I feel like I'm Pat McGrath when I'm doing this. So fun, so cool, loving the eyes. Let's do some quick cheeks and lips to finish off the look. So for cheeks, I'm going to keep it really bright with my brightest pink blush, which is the Too Faced Cloud Crush Blurring Blush in the shade Candy Clouds. Such a fun, bright baby pink, which I think ties in with this look really nicely. Probably should not use the viewfinder as my mirror when I'm doing blush because I feel like the blush does not pick up on the camera as well as it does in real life, and things could get really out of hand really quickly. And then for a really fun highlight to match the vibes of this look, which also is going to double as a way to make any glitter fallout seem more intentional, I'm going to use my Kaleidos Moon Cruiser highlighter in the shade Space Age, which is perfect for this look actually. It's like an icy duochrome purpley blue highlight. I'm not sure how well, oh, that is picking up actually on camera so you can see, but really, really similar to the shade that we put through the center of the lid in terms of the duochrome flip. We're just going for it today. I mean, really, this is makeup therapy, makeup fun time. We are not holding back, as you can tell. For lips, you know me, I've got to do something cool toned, so I'm going to take the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Moonwalk. I use this so much. Mine actually needs a sharpen right now, but it is perfect for cooling down the natural pigment in my lips to make for a cooler lip that's going to go with the cheeks and the eyes. And then for lip gloss today, I actually have a new product that I did receive gifted from the brand. This is the Revlon Super Lustrous Glimmer Gloss in the shade 010 Indigo Ice. And if I show you the close-up, I think you can tell why it's going to be perfect for this look. It's got that icy blue with some duochrome sparkles in it. Let's give this a try. I love a blue gloss, again, to just create an overall cool tone lip. So pretty. I love that you can actually see the duochrome purple and blue sparkles in this. Because some glosses, they look really pretty in the tube, but then when you put them on the lips, you can't actually see any of the sparkle. This one is definitely sparkly. I think this is going to be our finished look. I feel very Xenon girl of the 21st century with this makeup on. Maybe if you're doing some sort of Halloween costume that has something to do with like space, flower power, I don't know. This might be some fun inspo for you. But also if you just need some bright colors for your soul, which I definitely do. This was so much fun to create, and I'm so happy that I got to use a very neglected palette in my collection, which performs beautifully and is definitely just like bright color inspiration in a palette. So hopefully I will be able to come up with a few more looks using this one soon. Thank you to Alexa JD Makeup for also providing so much makeup inspiration, especially for using the palettes that a lot of us already own and love. And thank you to you for watching. I would actually love to hear from you in the comments if you have a palette from the past that you would like to see me use on my channel. Maybe it's a palette that you have in your collection that you haven't used in a while. If I have it in my collection, I would be thrilled to get it out and create a look. And also let me know if you have the Kaleidos Escape Pod palette, if you have some go-to looks in here that you love to wear. I will, of course, take any of your recommendations for shades to pair together and ways to use the palette even more. I love you all. You're the best. Can't wait to see you in my next video, and I hope you're having a great day wherever you are. Bye.